What, are Dud and Pete alive and well on British TV?
Pete and Dud are alive and well on British TV.
Yes, we're very well, thank you, in the pen.
Are you?
Yes.
Well, it's Dud and Pete are two characters that they do on British television. I should have explained that.
And
why don't
they tend to talk like that. And is it understandable, is what we're asking, because we might be doing that accent on stage.
Yes, we hope you can understand.
Is it understandable? Those who can understand what we're saying, would you please raise your right arm?
1, 2.
About half.
1, 2.
Never mind.
Yeah, well, I think 2 people will fill the Plymouth, won't they? Yeah.
How do you work out a thing like that? You do the most hilarious things as Dud and Pete, and you just take a subject like a son asking his father about sex, let's say, or birds and the bees, and then just start and see where it goes and write it down or record it?
We're beginning to run out of big subjects. I mean, there aren't that many big subjects.
That's right.
There's religion and there's sex and
love
there's
love
and death, and then you get off into peripheral areas like religion and sex combined, and you know, superstitions.
If
things
I
like
threw
that.
something at you, if I said, would you, as Pete, explain to Dud how dream analysis works because they always seem to be grappling with some big idea that one of them has read about or heard about or something, and how psychiatry works.
Yeah, well, basically, I think I could... the trouble is, people might think this is prepared. That's what really puts me off.
Oh, no, this is totally unprepared. It's just how you'd start to develop a routine.
Well, if Dud had a query about, you know, the dream that you might have had. Have you had a dream recently?
Yeah, well, I had this dream.
When? Is it the one you keep getting?
That's right, yeah, I keep getting it every night in colour.
Lucky old you.
Yeah, thank you. No, I dream I'm going up the staircase, and you know that friend of Mrs. Woolley, Mrs. McDermott?
Oh, yeah.
She stands at the top of the stairs beckoning me.
Yeah.
And I know that if I go up the stairs and into the room where she is, I'll have a nightmare. Well, I could never resist, you know. So I go into the room and I'm drawn by her charms.
Yeah.
And in the room there's this wardrobe.
Yeah.
And it suddenly starts to get very big.
It's not you getting smaller.
Could be a bit of both.
Yeah.
And I feel it's going to overwhelm me, you know. And then just as it's going to overwhelm me, I wake up. Like that, all in a sweat.
Well, I don't know if you're familiar at all with the works of Freud.
Oh, yeah, I've read him profusely.
Did you read him in the original German?
No, I read him in a Tracy version on the back of a box of matches.
Yeah, well, you do lose a bit that way.
Yeah.
But what Freud basically says, the famed Viennese analyst who committed suicide at the age of 44 for personal reasons.
Oh.
He says it is all tied up in your id.
Oh, yes, of course, yeah.
And basically, what in that dream you're doing is symbolically reenacting your childbirth.
Oh, yeah.
Which is a traumatic moment.
Well, it's bound to be, isn't it?
Well, it's your first peep of the world.
Yeah, well...
And frankly, when you look out, you want to go back. And I think this dream is basically a desire to re-enter your mother's womb. I don't
want to enter my mother's womb.
Well, it's not legal these days. I was not suggesting you go around at 166 Beckendry Avenue, knock on the door and say, "Excuse me, Mum, can I enter your womb?"
Oh, I see. I thought you meant I should go around there and apply for readmittance.
No, from what I've heard of your mother, she plays to full houses already. But the wardrobe the wardrobe basically represents your mother.
Well, it doesn't look nothing like my mother. Thank you, Kirk.
Well, on the wardrobe, if you remember, in the room,
Yeah.
there are these two big knobs.
Oh, yeah, that's right, yeah.
That's familiar?
Yeah, and those brown creaky drawers are rather like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think the only way we can get you out of this horrific dream cycle is to reenact your birth.
Oh.
So we'll imagine Kirk is the wardrobe.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
You are nothing.
Yeah.
You are just a thought in your father's mind.
Yeah.
It's Saturday night.
Yeah, right.
Your dad has been at the Green Chartreuse.
Yeah.
The Mets have just won the pennant. And suddenly, the miracle of life occurs. Would you please be upstanding? I would now like you to enter your mother's womb.
Oh. Well,
We won't go further than
I
that.
don't think we need to. We can leave something to the imagination. We'll be back after this message. That was so funny. I heard something laughing. I swear to you, did I?
Dreaming.
You may have. Did I not make that up on the spot? You had no idea I was going to ask you that.
No, at all, no.
Kirk was asking me if we arranged that beforehand. I've known Peter longer than I've known Dudley, and I have heard you ad-lib monologues that are as funny as anything that's on Broadway that people write for months, and they just go right out of your head unless somebody...
I forget them completely.
Yeah.
And,
You really ought to carry a tape recorder around.
Well, there are certain people I know, like I've got a very good friend who's an Englishman who's living in California at the moment called Peter Bellwood, and he can remember all the stuff I've ever did in his presence perfectly. I can't remember a thing I've done. But a lot of what I think are the best things I do happen socially, just with people and talking to people, and I'll take off and do something. But then I can't remember it the next day. I couldn't write it down and turn it into a routine because I don't work that way. I should bug myself. Well, perhaps over here, somebody will do it for me and release the tapes.
It's getting the tapes out that's hard. What is the expression, Battle of Waterloo was won on the playing fields of Eton? That's something we've all heard all our lives, and I don't think I've ever known exactly what that means. I could ask you as Dud and Pete if you want, but...
What it means is that the Battle of Waterloo was won by the officers who were educated at Eton, which is a private school and a privileged school, and that's where the battle was won. It was in the tremendous valor, courage, intelligence, and stupidity of the English upper classes that won the Battle of Waterloo. I think that's what it means.
I thought maybe there was something more to it than that. If that's
nothing more than that.
That's all it is.
It's
Well,
classes waving their flags.
Yeah, he's working class.
Yeah, basically.
And I'm upper class.
I mean, yes, our origins.
in actual life, are your origins
yeah.
working class, or what you call working class? Well, what did your parents work at?
Well, my father was an electrician on the railway, and got his gold watch after 50 years, or whatever.
And Peter's father did what?
My father was in the colonial service. He was in Nigeria, as it was then, and he was in Gibraltar. And I think he quite wanted me to go into the colonial service, but when I got old enough, we didn't have any colonies.
There's still time.
He just seemed to melt away.
They sort of vanished gradually as my father visited them.
Would they have been shocked to know that you would associate with a working class chap like Dudley and your parents?
No, not at all. I mean, in all seriousness,
Broad-minded,
my parents were remarkably good because I thought they'd be worried and upset that I drifted into this business.
The showbiz.
The showbiz. And they weren't in the least. They were just delighted.
Yeah. Did you ever run in with one of the Gabors? Someone told me.
I've met Zsa Zsa Gabor on one occasion on an English television chat show, and the host was a man called Eamon Andrews. Well, he's a man called Eamon Andrews, for that matter. And I was on with various people, and Veronica Lake was actually going to be the guest. And she's dead now, isn't she?
Yeah, it's dead several weeks ago. She'd been
yeah,
on the
but she was
show.
going to be the guest, and I didn't know Zsa Zsa Gabor was going to be on it. And she'd had a big hassle at the customs over a little poodle she had, a little dog. And she came on with all the usual thing, and the dog was very unhappy, and she's talking about how much she loved animals. And this little dog was squirming about on her lap and hated the lights, it hated being there, and it was used as a gimmick, you know, just for something to talk about. And that slightly upset me because I thought it was hypocritical. And then Eamon Andrews asked various people on the panel what they thought of Zsa Zsa, and they said, well, she's a fantastic personality, she's this and that, she's a tremendous joy to us all, she brings pleasure to millions, etc., which may well be true.
Yes, but seriously.
And then he said to me, what is your assessment of Zsa Zsa? And I came up with what happened to be a truthful answer at the time because I couldn't think of a good, witty cop-out. And I said she was the biggest non-event of the 20th century. And she turned to me and she said, you're not, I can't do her accent, nor can she. She said, you're not a man, you have long hair. And I said, don't worry, I'm a raging homosexual, you're quite safe. And people phoned up afterwards, incredible 90% ratio in favor of me having been basically rude. Well, I didn't really want to be rude, but I couldn't think of an answer which would sort of slide me out of it. And she drove off after the program. I didn't talk to her after that at all. She drove off in a chauffeur-driven huff. And
It's not easy.
but she was a very clever lady because she arrived in Chicago, I think it was, and held a press conference. And she said some unknown English comedian had been very rude to her on a television show and had come up to her afterwards and said, Zsa Zsa, I'm terribly sorry. I've always admired your work. I think you're absolutely terrific. I only did it for the publicity. So I sent her a cable saying, I stick by the fact that you are the biggest non-event of the 20th century, but I must compliment you on your lying. And I haven't heard from her since.
Well, we have a surprise for you, Peter. Would you raise the backdraft, please? No, I wouldn't do it.
You know, seriously, Peter, I really know all of the Gabors. And I really feel that when you get to know them, they are all really very charming. Because when you think of it, they may come on strong, they may act, but underneath it, really, they're very warm people. I've known them over a period of years. They're funny, they say outrageous things, but every one of them. I've known Magda, Ava, Zsa Zsa, and they really, you know, and you know that sometimes when you're on a show,
Yes.
it's difficult, especially if it's your show. It's Dick's show. He's very much at ease. He's in control. But sometimes when you go on a show, you might very easily say something that doesn't come off the right way. Don't you think so?
Oh, I agree completely. I was just particularly felt that what she was doing with the dog was hypocritical and foolish, which rather annoyed me. And I came up with the phrase, which is possibly unfortunate, but that's the phrase that came to my mind because I couldn't think of a way of being complimentary. And at that time, on English television, she had appeared a great deal and had become something of a television menace in that she was on the whole time and talking and talking and talking and talking.
So you'd be willing to amend that now to not the greatest non-event?
Yes, I'd amend it any time,
Perhaps
and I'd
third or
like to meet
second.
her and I'd like to know her.
I think you'd like her. I really do.
I hope I would, but I didn't get a chance to meet her because I was rude. I don't particularly like being rude, and that was just an event that happened.
Well, I'll thank you to stop it. We have a brief message. We'll be right back.